Take one.
Yeah, deepest, darkest secret.
Oh.
Deepest,
What is our
darkest
deepest,
secret?
darkest secret?
How many people have you murdered on your 3 days?
I can't count them on both hands.
Thought to murder? Or
Thought to murder.
Uh,
At least 2. Is this okay?
yes,
Here?
that's perfect.
Okay.
Marie, where'd you end up?
I have no idea.
Oh, on your mic, I meant.
Oh, right there.
Right there.
Is that okay?
That's perfect.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Perfect. Hi, sweet girl. I don't know. What do
I'll get
you
over
think?
here.
Do you want to stand or sit?
I like standing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay. So I think
You want to put another log on the fire? Or?
what have you do is just
We're
like
good?
start back here.
Yeah?
Have you walk in, split the fire,
B-roll.
so you end up on one side of, like you're each on one side of those logs.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Oh,
when
you want to
get
go
there-
for the no snow or the snow? The other fire. Wow, I can't talk.
What?
The other side.
I'll
You
go
want
for,
to do that one since you have your snowshoes?
I'll do the building side, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't want to.
Words.
I can't talk. Sorry, Riley, what were you saying?
If you do split the fire, one of you grab a log, kind of stoke the fire a little bit, and then drop that log on.
Yeah, baby.
And then
Yeah.
You got it.
start talking.
I'll stoke the fire.
I'll stoke the fire. I'll
Mother
stoke your
lickers.
fire. I see that you put her leash on the satellite.
Yep.
Nice. Where'd she go?
Behind you.
Okay. Oh, hi.
Hi.
She might end up in this, if that's okay. I
That
don't know
feels
what
even
she'll
more
do.
authentic.
Exactly. Hey, go for
Sadly,
it.
it'll
Go
be
for it.
like, okay,
Send it.
let's
All right.
go.
She's in my way.
Of course she is. She's
Uh-huh.
always in the way. You want to grab a log?
Yeah. I'll get one of the further logs. What?
No, Loba.
Whew.
Oh,
Uh-oh. I might need to get a little bit further back since it's blowing on me.
yeah?
Yeah.
You can come a little more to this side.
Okay. Oh, that feels so good.
Oh, that does feel really good. It's like, who's this random husky just walking in frame? Don't worry, it's ours.
Well, she's ours. That's true.
Before this thing gets a little thrown back.
Probably.
Do you not see it?
Like, oh my
It's
God.
one of the Colorado wolves.
It's a Colorado wolf. Take one.
First memory of an outdoor experience. And this is, I'm assuming, going to be different for each of you.
Very.
Like, you have one of those, like, first time my parents, my whoever, like, I went on a hike and it was hard and I got it. I'm like, oh, this is why I hike.
Hmm.
Ooh. It wasn't hiking, but it was in college. It was just camping out at Congaree, which is now a national monument or national park. I think they've turned it into a national park. But it was with my friends Kadason and 2 other guys. And I was out there in a long like beanie with the tassels. I was wearing jeans and both of my knees were like completely exposed, just raw dogging it out in the middle of the woods. And yeah, we just hiked the boardwalk. I think the longest hike was maybe 0.3 miles, but it's like the first vivid outdoor memory I recall, other than like being a kid and climbing through trees. Yeah.
What was it about it? Like,
About that?
yeah.
I think camping overnight is why. That was the first time I'd ever camped in the woods, even though it was with 4 other people. And I can't remember if I camped in the tent by myself or if like Kadason or somebody was in there. But yeah, it's just a lot of fun and probably the first big memory of camping for me. Yeah.
Was that kind of an immediate like, oh my God, I love camping. Now I'm doing this every weekend now? Or was it that, like a year later, like, oh, right, that thing was fun. Let me do that again.
It was more like, oh my gosh, it's really fun to go outside and go camping, especially with friends, especially after doing a beer run. And yeah, just hanging out in the middle of nowhere is really what it was. Because before then, you know, I grew up in suburbia. And from there, went straight to work, then to college. And so there really wasn't a huge disconnect from mainstream society to nature.
Yeah, your family never really went out into nature.
Not really,
Like
no.
you guys didn't really go hike or anything
No,
like that, or camp, yeah?
no, we didn't.
I didn't think, yeah, I was asking more.
Yeah, we started doing more hiking as a family, like on the weekends. After college was in full swing. I think the story I just said was like the first year in college or something. But I was like, oh, we need to go outside and hike. You'll feel so much better. You'll be healthier and you'll get exercise.
You
So-
brought that back to your family?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yep, from that crazy
I didn't know that.
congaree experience. Yeah.
Maybe like one more change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loba! Oh, hi. Hi. Are you just eating chips? Eating trees?
Don't even forget to gear patch this.
Okay. Is it a big hole?
Huh?
Is it a big hole?
It'll get big if it ain't fixed.
I get my feet warm.
Yeah.
Marie's first memorable experience outside.
I really always, I mean, I feel like I grew up in the woods because we have a log cabin on Lookout Mountain that's like close to Chattanooga, and it's like we had 40 acres of woods and these cute little paths, and we'd always walk through the creek. So I don't have like a very specific vivid memory of that. I just know we always did it. But the one that sticks out to me is when I was 11, I went to visit my aunt and uncle in Vermont, and we did a road trip camping and hiking through New Hampshire and then Maine. And we went to Bar Harbor, Maine, and we camped out for days and days and days. And then we just hiked a lot, and I just came alive. Like I'd never camped before. My parents never really camped outside. And there was just something that was so calming about it, and just so, I don't know, something about it felt very community. Experiencing like a bonding experience with my cousins and my aunt and uncle. And I just, yeah, I came back and I felt different. It was like a 2-week trip or 2.5-week trip.
How old were you?
11.
Wait, y'all hiked some on the AT as well, didn't you?
Did we?
I think you said that they took you on.
Aunt Janice, Uncle Sid?
Yeah.
Maybe they did take me on the AT. See, I don't remember. I think they did in New Hampshire.
Yeah?
Yeah. That maybe they said that when they came to visit, because clearly I don't remember.
But did like overnight on the AT for a couple days?
I think we did. I know we did a couple like hiking, backpacking things with them, and we just like road trip from Vermont to Maine the whole time, and we'd stayed in New Hampshire for a few days and done a backpacking trip, and it was unforgettable. Yeah.
You're like at 11. Would you have used the word spiritual? Do you think it was? Did you understand it as any kind of like this is healing or this is never? You're just like, no, that was fun.
I feel like at 11 I was very tortured because I was like hitting puberty. I was confused about life and had a lot of emotions. I even apologized to my aunt and uncle on that trip because I think it brought a lot of inner anger out in me on that trip. But that's what was so beautiful about it is I think I came back because I had purged a lot of things. And so I don't know if I could have articulated at 11 years old that like I felt calmer and more at peace with myself. But I remember looking back at it throughout that year and just feeling this difference in myself and a shift, and like looking at pictures and going, that trip was really beautiful.
Like you came back different and better.
Yeah, I came back feeling very different and feeling more at peace with myself, and not as much of this feeling of shame or guilt or inner rage I think I was kind of carrying at the time. Yeah.
Was that something you became attached to then? Like, did it, again, kind of like this question, was it like next weekend I need this again, or a year later like, oh yeah, that was big, I should start doing that more?
I did start going out in the woods more. So when I started feeling, I I don't know how to say this. I grew up in a family of 6 total, like with mom and dad. There was a lot of pain in that time period that was going on. Just a lot of emotional needs not being met. And I think that I started going to our woods and hiding. It's like where I would find my comfort, and where I found clarity. It was in the quiet. And so I would go and run into the woods whenever I'd start to feel the chaos and the turmoil in myself from that point forward, until I left at 18.
Meanwhile, I just got lost in the woods. I didn't actually make it to Congaree the first time.
Really?
I lost cell service in front of a bunch of houses, and I had to call Cadeson. I was like, Cadeson, can you come find me? And he finds me out there, and I was like parked on the side of the road next to a cornfield. He's like, Lord, I thought you were going to get lost and eaten by the dinosaurs or something like that. Because it looked like a raptor field. It really did.
I wish a raptor had come out. That would have been amazing.
But I can't even like accurately recreate Cadeson's voice.
Oh.
But
yeah.
you can imagine it because you know him.
Yeah, Cadeson is this like burly African-American Southern soul kid. Like, I mean, he's our age, but
he doesn't even say sit down.
Like,
he says sought down.
He literally goes,
sought down.
Lord Jesus, what are you doing? Like,
yeah.
That's how he talks, yeah.
He was on that first trip?
Yeah, he was on that trip. Yeah. Back in college.
Back in college.
Oh, the college days.
Mm-hmm.
So it feels like yours was a little more community-based. Like you found friends outside where maybe you were more like, I found peace and quiet in solitude.
Yes, because, yes.
This was 10 years ago or whatever. Do you both feel like those are accurate things, or do you think you kind of...
Did my hair just catch on fire?
Yeah, we need to watch the sparks here. I don't want your jacket to get a hole in it.
Okay.
Hair regrows, jackets.
Not so much. Is my jacket okay?
I hope so.
I think it's okay. Logan's like, I'm coming to everyone's rescue.
Yeah, do you feel like you both resemble, like if it were a spectrum of I'm looking for solitude, I'm looking for community, do you think you're both on those sides right now, or do you have that somewhere different?
Ooh.
Well, that's a good question.
I'm looking for solitude.
I think, well, that's a loaded question because when we thru hiked the Pacific Crest Trail, you know, a lot of people talk about how lonely you get when you do it by yourself. And we didn't really feel that because we did have each other. And so we already had companionship. And so I feel like when we go out there, I want solitude, but I think for me, Wesley doesn't feel like someone I have to perform or takes energy from me. He's kind of a part of me. And so I definitely go out there for solitude and the quiet and to calm. Like just, I told someone this recently. It feels like a detox, and it's like a reset is what it feels like. That's kind of how it felt after the PCT. It reset everything for me. Kind of brought so much clarity to my life, to my inner being. And so definitely going back because I'm addicted to that. It's like I want the quiet again.
Mm-hmm.
Like companion solitude, like you want the two of you alone right there.
Well, not even just alone. When I say solitude, I just mean away from all the crazy, honestly. The people who are out there hiking, they're out there hiking for their own reasons, but they don't feel like stress.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it takes a lot to talk to them or get to know them because you've already got this huge thing in common. You're out there in the middle of nowhere hiking this long trail together. So.
What is that common thread though? Like I feel like just being out hiking is maybe not the thing. What's that from the PCT? Maybe what did you see of like, okay, everyone's out here for this, or does everyone have their own reason?
I mean, everyone's got their own reason. The common denominator is the trail. I feel like we don't usually hang out a whole lot with people who are out there to publicize their hike. Even though we're kind of doing that with the documentary, it's for a very different reason. We're not looking to get followers, and I feel like those are the types of folks we would usually not hang out with a lot because there's a level of self-absorption involved. We're just out there, and that's me being completely honest.
No, I love it.
We're just out there, you know, hanging out with a bunch of people that like to get dirty and walk and be in the woods and kind of disconnect from all the societal norms.
The noise.
The noise.
Think. I also thought what was interesting about the PCT is no one ever asked each other what you did. I knew, like I hiked months with people and had no clue what they did. I had no idea. I was like, I found out some guy was a doctor and then somebody was an engineer. And I was like, whoa, we were sitting at a table and we were all dirty and smelly and drinking beer. And I found out like all these people had, I mean, they were highly intelligent and they just looked like hiker trash. Like it was the coolest moment of thinking in society, people, you know, respect these people, but on trail, we were all the same. Everyone's equal on trail.
It's a level playing field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Control and capitalism was completely removed from the situation.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
good.
capitalism's completely removed, and you gain favor by giving people snacks. That's why.
If you're
Yeah.
a nice person on trail,
Yeah.
you know, and if you don't like someone, you can just hike away
You
from
can hike
them.
away from them, or you can lag behind them and let them just go.
Is that the best form of culture of society?
It should be.
Snack-based.
It's the barter system, is what it is.
Honestly, we realized on trail, you go back to childlike behaviors, I feel like, because your needs are very simple. You poop, you pee, you have a snack time, you have breakfast, you have a snack time, you have a nap time, a lunch time, you have another snack time, you have dinner time, and then you go to bed at a decent hour. And we laughed
Really,
about that.
You get tired, you rest.
I mean, yeah, pretty
You gotta
much.
Get done what you gotta get done.
You do.
Yeah.
And getting done is just walking and filtering water, really.
It's
Yeah.
very simple. It's all your basic needs that you know you're meeting. There's no other anxieties coming out there because who cares? Like I think you just kind of hike out your fears and anxieties of what other people think about you. It's like, well, if you don't like me, okay,
You don't have to.
you don't have to.
Is hiking them out immediate, or is that like you feel like it takes a couple days for that detox?
I don't know. I'm thinking.
Is hiking what?
Does hiking give you that feeling immediately? Like, do you like the first step? You're like, boom, capitalism is gone. I have no anxiety. I have no stress of the world. Or
No.
does it take days to get?
It takes
kind of removed
days.
from society.
I think days.
Yeah, I think it does take a little bit to kind of accept the creature comforts we all have are gone. And you're sleeping on a blow-up mat. You have a little sleeping bag. You have a teeny tiny pillow that hurts your neck. Like, I do think that does take a little bit of time to get used to, yeah.
Yeah, and when you are officially a day plus walk away from a road or a car or a town, that's when you're like, oh yeah, like there goes capitalism and society out the window. I don't even have cell service. I don't know what NPR episode has on it today.
I can't hear a car honking.
Can't hear a car honking.
Like, okay, here we go. When we would leave a town, you know, we normally always climb out of a town, and there's some part within a few miles when you're leaving town where you can like hear the busyness, the noise of town or city, and you can hear the cars, roaring, and all of a sudden it's like you'll turn a bend and it's all gone. And and like I remember, you know, the longer we were on trail, the more I would I'd let out a breath and I would just sigh and go, oh, I'm home again. Like because that would cause so much anxiety to I'm like, I just want to get out of town. I just want to be back in the quiet. And so I do think that I'm looking forward on the trail to breathing again and not hearing the noise that is just a part of busy society.
Yeah, I mean, we're out here in the middle of the woods right now, and you can still hear cars on the highway. Like it's different, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is different.
Yeah.
Also Colorado, you're never far from a road.
No.
Mm-mm.
Nah.
Unless you really get into the back country, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's 14. You're removed from a road. Yeah.
So you talked about not wanting to be a part of the noise and a part of like people who are out there capturing content, publishing content, and making stories of the trail. What did that mean to you when you were kind of talking about that? Like, what is there's people that we don't want to hear about out there talking. There's types of things that we don't want to hear about. And
Yeah.
what turned you to like, but this time I want to say what I'm doing and I want to share what I'm doing.
That's a good
Yeah.
question.
Which is, I know that's big, but
That's a good question.
That is a big one to unpack, huh? Well, I guess, whenever we hiked the PCT and then whenever I hiked the Colorado Trail, I kind of did that in a way, but, and now that I'm thinking about it, it's really no different than other people that do the same exact thing. And when I was doing that, it felt a little hollow. So that's kind of why, before we ever thought about doing a documentary on the Arizona Trail, I was like, it'd be cool to hike with a purpose, like collect some data. So that's kind of where that whole idea came from. And it feels a little bit less shallow than whatever I was trying to do with social media in the first place. And I can say that I can say that it's a bit shallow and those people are a little self-absorbed because I guess reflecting on it, I was probably embodying that a little bit too. So yeah.
You just had a problem with when you saw people on trail that they had cameras or had stuff, or was it when you saw the content come out that you had more of a reaction to it?
I think the content, because you have people who literally what they do is they hike and they benefit from it in one way or another. They don't really give back a whole lot to society, and I think I wanted to step away from that. If you can make through hiking your life and your livelihood, like good for you. You found the golden Willy Wonka ticket that most people can't find. But, I think doing that, but with a purpose and like a way to contribute back a little bit, feels more fulfilling to me than just walking the trail.
So
Yeah.
what's your purpose on this one?
I think the purpose is probably just to go out there and, we're collecting climate data on a little handheld device, which can be used for research, which is cool and great. But the picture is way bigger than the little handheld and the data collecting. I think it's more just about making people realize that, hey, here's nature, here's this living, breathing thing. Like, we need to respect it and pay attention to it and listen to its needs, because we're not. We're really not. And the few that are being shut out and called extremists and, tree huggers. And I don't think that's fair to something that can't really take care of itself that well. It bounces back after we've screwed around with it. But in the immediate meantime, you can't stop a tree a tree cannot stop itself from being cut down. There are so many other things that we could go out there and research in different seasons. It's kind of hard to collect a whole lot of data in the winter other than climate related. But yeah, just more hiking with the purpose.
What causes most people to disconnect from nature, from the understanding of climate? I feel like that wasn't just a disbelief or I'm not going to accept whatever. It felt like people aren't connected to that living, breathing thing that is the climate, that is the earth.
I think you get swept up in the stream of society, honestly. You get caught in that mad rush and it's hard to escape from it. We even have people who we met on the PCT who've gotten swept back up into the normal day-to-day life. And it's not
Oh, sorry guys. That's my birth control, and that was such a powerful moment. Damn it!
Where's the AD that's supposed to yell at everyone?
I know, right?
I know, right? Gosh.
If only we had an AD here with us.
My own thing too. Okay.
Dude, it goes off all the time when we're recording podcasts. Yeah.
It's my birth control. I probably should change the time on it. Okay.
I
Birth
don't even
control.
know what I was saying.
Okay, sorry. Ask that question again because.
That was hilarious timing for.
That's a bloopers reel right there.
I need to take it. I don't even know if I brought it. Whoops.
What's the kind of the core reason that most people are not connected to living, breathing Earth, that don't understand?
Oh yeah, that was it.
So you were in the middle of talking about someone on trail getting pulled back into capitalism.
Yeah, I think you just get caught back in the stream of normal society. It's really easy to do, especially because you're out there hiking and your only needs are, eating, water, sleeping, getting to the next spot. But when you get back, you have to have a job because you have to have income, because you have to have a place to live, and you can't just live in a tent, in Augusta, Georgia, or wherever you're from. So you get swept back up in that. And we know a lot of people who we met on the PCT, they've gotten swept back into normal life. And don't get me wrong, it's not easy to save up to go and do a through hike, especially take off 6 months for normal life to do one. So I totally get it. But it's so easy to get swept back up into the normal grind. It really is.
I think too, and I want to expound on what you're saying. I think that I might butcher the way I'm going to say this, but I do think we were designed to be so interconnected to the environment and to nature. When you look at the people that were here before us and lived on this continent, like they were so intertwined with it, and they could feel it, and they knew it, and they respected it, and they breathed with it. And it's just, I just feel like as capitalism became, I just think money, power, greed started to take over more than actually feeling like the groundedness to just be one with the environment. I think that kind of went to the back burner, you know, generations ago, I feel like. And we slowly over time lost this need or necessity to actually be so intertwined with nature. And I think through that, though, it's like we don't see the repercussions of what nature is experiencing. I think when we live in these little bubbles of suburbia, we don't see it. We don't know the impact that we're making, even the smallest impact we're making. Like we have no idea what we're doing. And I think that's what really woke me up on the Pacific Crest Trail, because I was actually seeing it on a very intimate level. I'm seeing nature burning at a speed that was not, I don't think, normal. And so to, I think, experience it so close to you and see the fire right beside you and go, whoa, this has become very personal. And it makes me wonder how many people, if they got out of suburbia life or city life and actually was right beside a fire and saw the trees burning and saw the animals hiding or running away, what would change? What would actually change inside of them for them to go, what can I do? Even the smallest thing, what can I do to protect something that seems to not be able to protect itself?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's hard because we started out as a foraging society, and then we developed agriculture, and then we started building cities. And now the human population is so big, there's no way that everybody can go out and just live in the middle of nowhere because there's so many people, and you have to feed people or people die. You know, that's just how it is.
We've become so dependent on going to a grocery. I mean, like, we can't judge anyone because when we through hike, we go to a grocery store.
We go to a grocery store, yeah.
And we actually resupply there. Like, if we couldn't, we'd have to figure it out, right? And so we can't also, at the double-edged sword there, that we are also a part of the cog. Like, we're part of the wheel, and in that respect. But it's like, I guess it's just, I don't know, after doing the Pacific Crest Trail, some fire got lit in me that was like, what can we do? Like, what can we actually do to help people see a different way that shows nature as this force that needs our help? Like, it really does need our help. And
yeah,
we just haven't done a good job. Like, what things can we put in place to help it? And what inventions can we figure out that can protect it? And, you know, so yeah,
I mean,
it's like,
that's kind of why I went and got another degree after the PCT, to be honest with you. I feel like our podcast kind of also contributes to that a little bit, because we do talk about conservation from time to time, you know, but it's hard to get people to see that there's a need until it directly affects them. And that's the issue. You see, I'm such a sucker for this, and I will admit it. I get in debates with people on Facebook all the time about socio-political issues. And one of them was about, you know, climate change. And this guy gets on there and he's like, I'm more concerned about feeding my family. And I was like, I totally get it. Like, it's hard to be concerned about the big picture when you're just like staring at the tree in front of you. You're trying to like focus on that and take care of your family. Like, and that's where a lot of people are.
Yeah. But, and I just wonder though, if someone just challenged themselves and went out for even a few days and backpacked away from suburbia, away from the city life, away from the noise, music, the stuff that allures us all, the gold, you know, the shiny diamonds, and like get everybody sucked in. It's like, what if people just took a leap of faith and tried a few days and just recalibrated themselves and sat and listened to the quiet and to the river, to the creek, to the wind? I mean, it's all telling us something. Like, it's all talking, right? And we just need to stop and listen and take the time to listen.
Yeah. Finances, time they think they don't have.
Time.
Yep.
Time and finances is what we found. We'll tell people we did the PCT and they're like, I want to do that so bad. I'm like, go do it then. And they're like, well, I just don't have the money right now. And it's like, okay, well, save up then. Like, you can save up $10 a paycheck and do it in a few years.
Yeah.
But
the hardest is when you got people in their early 20s saying, oh man, I wish I could go do with hike, but I really just got to focus on my career. I'm like, no, you don't. You're in your early 20s. Your career will come in your 30s, late 20s, whatever. It'll be there. But your physical fitness, your health, you know, that stuff starts to wane over time. And at some point, you want to start a family too, which is like later on. But focus on discovering you in your 20s. Like if you really want it to happen, you'll make it happen. And if you don't make it happen, obviously you don't want it bad enough.
But we were talking about that kind of the double-edged sword of like, it's really easy to be a cog in the wheel because capitalism is terrifying and it puts you in this place of like, yeah, I just need to like feed my family and fill up the car and like exist.
Yeah.
Which then makes it harder to connect with outside, which then makes it harder to like care about that or think that that's a big deal. Like,
yeah.
What are solutions to that? Are there things that we can do, or is that just modern society and like we kind of have to take it as it is? And
Yeah, I mean, that's a hard one, but ecological inequity is a real thing. I think an easy start is, you know, I can't even think of a specific one right now, but these programs that just get kids outside, or like a camping class or something like that, or even having a park to go to. You know, a lot of areas don't have parks, especially in big urban settings. And kids grow up in their school, there's a playground, and at home. And I think just having access to a park or a little creek or stream, that really starts you off at a young age appreciating nature. And I mean, being an adult myself, it's a lot harder to change your ways once you're an adult. But if you reach out to the next generation, to the young ones, like that's really where a lot of the impact will be, I think.
I mean, do you feel like there's kind of privilege to that access?
Absolutely.
And gatekeeping in a way of like, yeah, not everyone has access.
Yeah, I mean, just here in Colorado, like owning a place with a yard, like that seems beyond our affordability right now. And I don't even know how people in big cities would feel, to be honest with you.
well, and it's a cost to, you know, get in your car and drive 2 hours to go into a nature spot. Like it costs money to even do that. And
Yeah, and time.
Yeah, and I do think demographic, and you know, we are two white people, and so
We're super privileged.
we can't talk very much about this really, but we are very privileged, and we do have an entitlement to. We had a leg up in our world, you know, because we were white. And I have a friend who's African American, and she had said, "Wow, do any colored people actually hike or through hike? Because they're trying to survive, and to even be able to go and camp is a luxury," is what she was telling me. And I thought that was very fascinating, because she was like, wow, what a privilege and a luxury that you're able to take 6 months off and go and just hike. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I had never thought about it like that, that our, you know, our different societies and class systems, even how that plays such a role. And like I said earlier, you know, we were meeting engineers and doctors and nurses and all of these different people who had really good paying jobs that were able to go out there and do this. And
Yeah.
You can't be poor and go and through hike. You do have to save like at least $15,000 just to take 6 months off.
Are you crying?
I wasn't meaning to. It was
You're
a
crying
fire.
a little bit.
I'm crying. So emotional.
It's just the time. Is there another level of privilege to like access to information about how to through hike, or even just the comfort of being out there and feeling safe out there?
I mean, all of the above. You know, a lot of the people that we met who were hiking, even just the PCT who were overseas, they were still white.
Yeah.
I think there's a level of privilege there. I think a lot of people have bought into misinformation about the unsafety associated with being in the woods.
That. I think being a woman,
Especially.
it's such a, like,
Like you don't have to worry about just bears. You got to worry about bears and men.
And men.
At
yeah,
that point.
Yeah. And so a lot of women actually start, if I've met so many females on the trail who started by themselves, and they would start teaming up with other females. Like I've met a lot of females that became really good through hiking partners together on the trail just to watch each other's backs.
And for
Because you
good
just
reason.
never knew. Yeah. I mean, there's been stories of creepy men preying on single women through hiking because they're all by themselves. They're out there with nothing. There is no car close. There's no, and you have no cell service. So it's like, there are those parts, I think, from being a female that's like, you do feel that fear of, oh my gosh, is something bad going to happen to me? And it's not, I've never through hiked by myself, which I want to. But that would be my one question, I think, as a female. It's not, would animals hurt me? It's, would someone who's stronger than me hurt me? And that would probably be my bigger fear out there.
That's why you should take our dog with you. Our dog Loba, who for some reason thinks I don't need any protection. I was like feigning death on the bed today, and she just ignored me. But she just bent over and was like, Loba, help! And she came straight to her rescue. Isn't that ridiculous?
It's true. She just stared at him and was like, what?
Like, what do you want?
What's
Do you have
wrong with
food?
you?
No? Okay.
First sexist dog, that's great.
I know! Isn't that rude? That's so rude.
I know. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
people who have never had that detox, spiritual, whatever feeling connection to nature, and they just hear, I need to save shit ton of money, I have to leave or find a new job after.
Yeah.
It could be dangerous or whatever. Like, why would I ever even think about doing a through hike? Why would I spend that much time?
Yeah, I mean, a
That's a good
plant
question.
can't grow without a seed, and if you've never been exposed to it, how do you know you like it or don't?
I think that the biggest takeaway it's why I'm such an advocate for people to do it, is because I think that I struggle with anxiety a lot, and it's like I'm constantly the people pleaser, thinking about what people think about me, or how is my job going, or am I doing a good job, or if I'm not doing a good job, then am I going to get another job? And there's always those like reeling questions that I start to just downward spiral. And I think that when I started just getting lost in nature in the most beautiful way, it all just went quiet, and I all of a sudden felt grounded in a way.
Because
Okay.
you were super stressed
I was
out on the
very
PCT.
I was very stressed out on the PCT about finishing.
Uh-huh.
But
She
at
wouldn't
some-
even let me poop sometimes
But
because we
it's-
had to make miles,
Yeah,
okay?
that was at the beginning. I finally clicked like in the
You
middle.
started to, yes.
I started to click
you
in
did.
NorCal to Oregon. I finally realized like, okay, I need to let all this go, all my anxiety, just let it go and be fully present and enjoy this moment, because I'm never going to get it back.
Yeah.
But everything went quiet though. Like my brain would go quiet and my heart would go quiet. Like everything just kind of went centered into this almost perfect symphony of just union. And I felt like I had clarity so well on trail, where I just could know, okay, who cares what anyone thinks right now? I stink. Like I could walk into a boardroom of millionaires and pitch a story right now, and I don't care, because I am a badass for doing this. Like I am doing crazy, scary things. I'm surviving and I'm a badass for doing it. And so I think I came back into society going, what can I not do if I can do this? And I don't know, nature gives you that gift.
Now that you both had that kind of big experience from the PCT, do you feel like you have accurate expectations for Arizona? Do you feel like it's a need of like, oh my God, I need that again, and you're not going to get that? Or is it you can be pretty open to, no, I know it's going to be something and I'm going to wait to see what it is?
I think I have a better grid than she does, because I hiked the Colorado Trail by myself and I did not have a lot of community. And I do not think we'll have a whole lot of community on the Arizona Trail just because of the season we're hiking it in winter. I think we'll have a few day hikers, which we'll probably never see again. And we'll have trail angels, which will probably be our biggest source of community. And so a trail angel is just someone who helps you out of the kindness of their own heart whenever you're doing a through hike. And they give you what's called trail magic, which could be like a ride or food or water in a dry area, anything like that.
So why winter?
Well, that's the only time we could.
That's true. Wait, I want to go back and answer that too.
Yeah.
Because
No, go for it. Go
only
for it.
because I don't think of it from a community standpoint, because I know we're not going to have any community on this trail. Like, we're doing it in the winter.
We'll have
no
each
one-
other.
We'll have each other,
Yeah.
but no one does it in the winter. And so many people thought we were crazy for doing it. But I think my expectation is different in this. I did not create our schedule. I didn't create an itinerary.
I did.
He did it because I said to him, I said, okay, if you, like, I want to genuinely enjoy this trail. I want to get what we can out of it. And I want to be centered. Like, I don't want to be anxious and going, we're not making our miles. We're not making our miles. Because that's literally what I said all the time on the PCT. And I was like, no, you know what? I'm going to let this go. And I'm just, honestly, I really want to practice being more present on this trail in a way that I was not on the PCT for the first couple months.
Yeah.
So that, I feel like, is a different expectation.
Yeah.
Is, I know we have to make miles, but also it's okay if something happens and we can't finish. Like, whereas the PCT, like,
Is it okay?
well, probably not. We are finishers. We do like to touch
We're finishers.
the other terminus. That's
We're
something
stubborn.
so satisfying about it.
Is that stubborn or is that capitalism talking? Is it more like
Oh, that's stubborn right there.
checkbox that you have to hit, or that's just your own like?
I'm a completionist, so I have to check that box.
Completion.
But also, one day I want to get a tattoo of every trail symbol for every trail we've completed, and that's when it accumulate a lot more. Yeah.
Like, he feels like we actually are cheating if we break our footpath. So it's like, if we, like, at all, great example, if we get picked up somewhere to go into a town and we get dropped off, we cannot get dropped off a mile away from that spot. We have to get dropped off right there.
Absolutely.
And so, because it just feels like we're cheating ourselves. I
Yeah,
think.
because we were driven a mile of the trail.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I do feel like it's cheating.
But that's me. That's me.
Yes. But no, finishing does feel like, it feels like you go on a quest, you go on a journey. And it's just like in a journey, you know, in a film we watch, like The Lord of the Rings with the ring. We really, like, he has spent so much time and pain and suffering and heartache to get to Mordor and destroy the ring. And so we're all rooting for that moment. So I think internally, that's the thing. It's like, we have spent so much time, energy, and sacrifice for this, that to not finish would feel so devastating. Like, it would just feel like we didn't finish what we started.
Yeah, you
And so
ask
it's that
yourself,
feeling.
would you regret not finishing? And if the answer is yes, do what you can to try and finish. Or do what you can to try and keep the straight and narrow path instead of taking the 5-mile road shortcut on a 10-mile stretch of trail. Just stuff like that. I'm just really anal about it, though, but that's me.
Is finishing the only goal? Is that the only marker of success, happiness, joy?
No, absolutely not.
No, of course it's the journey.
No, but that's the candle you blow out on the cake. It's the finish, you know?
It's
You make
nice.
your wish.
But no, every day getting to see the sunsets and the sunrises and these wild moments with nature and the animals and any of the creatures, like, it is really cool to get to experience them. And I feel like they become friends to us, you know? Like, I talked to the marmots when we were hiking the PCT. Like,
Oh yeah, every animal is told to have a great day and be safe out there.
yeah, I always be safe. Yeah.
Okay, so why winter? Why'd you pick AZT winter?
Well, timing really. I have one more semester before I get my second bachelor's in science for ecosystem science, and this is my winter break, honestly.
And I was cracking.
She was
I
cracking.
was like, I need to go through hike. Like, capitalism is killing me.
Yeah.
So I was like smothering. I literally felt like a pillow was like smothering my face.
Yeah.
This was like a year ago, I think, when
Yeah.
we talked about it. And
And honestly, we were hoping to hike the CDT, the Continental Divide Trail, this year, but we just weren't able to.
yeah, it just
And
didn't
so
work
this
out.
is like a small substitute.
Yeah, I was like, well, what's a trail we could do then in the winter since we have this time? And Arizona felt like a good one because a lot of our friends have done it. and loved it and had incredible things to say.
And it's the desert. There's no snow in the desert, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in the low deserts.
Not in the low desert.
We figured if we were gonna, oh, I thought you were going to hit me with a snowball.
Mm-mm.
He's been hitting me with snowballs all day.
You can't make a snowball out of this stuff.
Oh.
This is your high desert.
Don't you
I
dare.
do care.
Don't
I
you
know, that
dare.
wasn't a challenge.
Challenge accepted. No, I've been throwing them at the trees that are holding snow today on our
I'm
hike.
kidding.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Whoop.
yeah, we know we're gonna hit snow, and we are aware of that.
Oh, we'll hit a lot of it.
We will. But
Yeah.
we were like, I mean, we live in the mountains of Colorado, and we get a lot more snow here, I feel like. And we asked them, we're like, well, how much snow do you get in December and January? And they're like, oh, maybe probably a foot or so. And we're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, great. Cool.
When I first reached out on the Arizona Trail Facebook page, just asking like what snow levels look like in months X, Y, and Z, or like what a good website is to keep an update on snow levels. This one woman got on there and she's like, I just love a good search and rescue story. You're doing it in the winter. I'm like, challenge accepted.
We're like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Like,
First,
whoa.
ask us who we are and what we've done before you assume that we're just stupid.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, we're a little stupid for doing it in the winter, but we also know what we're doing.
it'll get cold.
So it'll just be cold, a little miserable sometimes.
Yeah, we'll probably have to hike through a few snowstorms. That'll be fun.
Yeah, but we'll see every sunrise, every sunset, because we'll be hiking
in the dark.
in the dark to the dark. Yeah, we will. We'll have to finish.
Because I'm
so.
slow.
Yeah,
And you've got the worst daylight time.
we do.
Right, we
We
really
do.
picked it well. Yeah.
So big challenge, yeah.
Yeah, we don't like doing anything conventionally, it seems.
No.
No.
Potentially last question. Biggest stressor in life right now? What's the thing that just shoots your blood pressure up? And biggest joy now? Not on trail, not through hiking. What's kind of like your high-low of your current existence?
Oh.
You can take turns back and forth if you want. Or
I think Wesley and Loba, our dog, like we're a family and we're
Yeah.
a family unit and we really have a good time together and we enjoy life together. I'm gonna be so sad that Loba's not going on trail with us and I'm already really sad about it. Our husky loves like life and it's really beautiful to see her just loving life.
Oh, she loves the snow even more.
So
Yeah.
I think there's been joy in us and us just being together. Like I'm very thankful for Wesley and who he is and
Yeah.
that we are together and that we found each other. You know, that's a huge gift and a huge joy.
Yeah.
You know,
In a world where two unicorns find each other.
where we actually both like to through hike.
Right?
The wild.
I would probably say that's my same source of joy.
Oh.
That and you know, I enjoy our little hikes and especially seeing Loba just unencumbered in the snow, just loving being outside and especially whenever we say, come, come, come. And she's 300 yards away from us, completely inexcusable, but she's running towards us and she's got this huge grin on her face. And I'm like, that's the grin of pure bliss right there.
Yeah.
So I love seeing that. But yeah, I look forward to whenever you go on shoots with Riley, whenever you come back, I look forward to that. Yeah, a lot of joy there. Y'all both keep me grounded, definitely.
Me and Loba?
Yeah, because otherwise I'm a super frustrated, angry individual at things that have happened recently. But I guess my biggest source of stress is, I think I have two really good answers for this. I guess one is just not being able to control everything because I can't control the motives or the desires or the choices of other people. And so just coming to grips with that because it really frustrates me. Biggest stressor in my life is probably the fact that I'm doing school or podcast, trying to get ready for this hike and the documentary. And what else?
Well, school is a big one.
What else are we
because
doing?
of the finals.
There's something else happening.
I don't know.
Oh. Trying to hand off the torch to sweet Charlotte. Thank you, Charlotte. And AJ,
Our people for
our
the podcast.
editors, to do our podcast for us. Just trying to get her set up for success so that she can continue running our show in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah? And money. Money sucks. But that's full circle right there. That's a good storytelling right there. Full circle.
Money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for being my grounder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we kiss now?
Aw.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
Don't fall
I
in the
lost my
fire.
balance.
Good?
I think that's good.
We forgot to talk about the environment, though. Is that a stressor?
Huh?
The environment is a stressor, though. We didn't talk about that.
Well, I think that ties into the political comments.
Well, I think, though, is there anything about the environment, though, you want to share? Because I know it stressed you out that you see so many people trash it.
Oh, yeah. I guess I could.
It could be a soundbite somewhere. I don't know, but
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
You know.
currently worried about the future of our environment, of our climate, of our planet.
I think that people just believe misinformation that is spread for the sake of capitalistic gain and don't actually do the research and look at reputable sources for themselves. They look at social media, Instagram, TikTok is even worse, and they just believe what they hear on their own partisan news, and they don't actually get outside and look and do their own research. I mean, if you want to talk environment, yes, wind energy, turbines, they kill birds. But what kills birds more is complete global temperature increases that shift their ranges and don't allow them to migrate to certain areas. And yeah, I mean, there's just so much more to it. If you look at the big picture, the things that are being pointed out that are huge issues are not really that big, to be honest with you. And I think, you know, we were talking about this in the car ride over here. I think the first issue that humanity is going to run into is not going to be water. I think that'll be number two. I think number one is going to be food availability. And I think we're about to see issues with that very soon with the tariffs that are going to be placed on our nation and the retaliatory tariffs that we're going to see from other countries. So I think there's just a lot to be afraid about. But to keep myself sane, I listen to the Tom Bombadil song on the Rings of Power soundtrack, and I focus on small environmental things that I can change.
I think the environment agrees with you.
Yeah. So I go and I pick up trash on trails because that's something that I can change and I can see the positive impact from that. And I can show people. And yeah, that's what I can control in my little orbit until I'm some head honcho at the EPA or something. So we'll see. Yeah. That's all I got to say.
President 2032?
Yeah, you want to be a
Yeah,
president?
with no political background, but I give a shit about
Well,
the
you know,
environment.
apparently anything goes now. You don't have to have a political background at all to be
Yeah.
anyone in the political realm. You know, it's
Yeah.
a joke. Yes. Yes.
Yes, it is.
So many levels.
But
We're gonna die.
we can still
Yeah.
find laughter in it.
Yes.
That's true.
I had two things. So I was thinking about this today, that I actually think that nature does call to all of us inside, like it's a deep longing. And I think a lot of times when people, they'll ask themselves like, what's wrong with me? Or like, why do I feel this way? Or why do I, like they'll go to therapy and they'll be like, what? You know, and of course this is just my theory, but I think that, you know, I actually think that nature is calling, like almost like you hear a deep, like someone singing a deep sound in a song. It's like you feel this vibration in your body, you know, when you like hear it and you want to respond to it. And I do think we all have that in us, and we don't know what it is and we don't know where it's coming from. And I really think it is the sound of nature asking us and inviting us to actually experience it, because it knows and it needs us. Like we need each other, nature and humanity. We both need each other to live and survive. And yeah, I just think that's so important, that if someone's feeling that pull and they don't know what it is exactly and they can't quite figure it out and they feel unsettled, and I wonder if they should ask themselves, maybe I should just go out, like maybe I should just go on a hike today. Take a day off from work and go and hike. Like it's okay, a bear is not going to take you. Like it's
Unless you're in grizzly country, then actually be very careful and cautious. Take bear spray with you.
take bear spray with
Yep.
you.
Because
Thanks.
you have to worry about that.
That is true.
Yeah.
you have any burning thoughts? Hi, come here.
Hi.
Come
hi.
here. I know that. Hi, yes, sweet girl.
No burning thoughts, because it's just gonna get political from here. Sweetest girls.
Dog. I know. Watch her. If you let her run and then say come, watch her. Bubba, go, go.
Here, let me run down here.
She
and
really
just call her
running.
back.
Okay. She's like, what are you doing?
Come here. Go to mom. Go to mom.
Lova,
Go to mom.
Lova, come. Lova, come. Lova, come. Come here.
Let's go. Let's go. No. Go to mom.
Lova, come here. She wants, she thinks you're playing. Oh. Lova.
Go to mom.
You should kick snow on her. That's the best one.
Loba, hey, sit. No. Wait.